Breaking news: Leafs has just been revealed, taking everyone by surprise. Our journalists have managed to obtain this valuable information. However, before we discuss the details of the news, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel, aiming to soon surpass the number of subscribers of Canadians. With everyone's cooperation, we aim to become the leading news channel. Former general manager Kyle Dubas selected Sheldon Keefe as the head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs back in 2019. Previously, Mike Babcock held the reins of the Toronto Maple Leafs, but to the surprise of many, things did not work out with the coach who was once regarded as the best in the NHL. At that time, there were several seasoned coaching options available, including Joel Quenneville of the Chicago Blackhawks and Daryl Sutter, among others. However, the Leafs did not opt for another stern, old-school coach. Instead, they chose the rookie coach who was known for his player-friendly approach, Sheldon Keefe. Why did Kyle Dubas opt for Sheldon Keefe as the Toronto Maple Leafs head coach? During Mike Babcock's tenure as coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, issues began to arise that eventually led to his dismissal. While the details of many of the rumors remain unverified, it was only logical for the Leafs to seek a less controversial and more amicable type of coach. We take a brief break from this news broadcast to bring you a relevant announcement. We want to point out that if you want to continue receiving the latest related news via YouTube suggestions, it is imperative that you leave your support by clicking the like button on this video. Thank you for your collaboration. Now, let's continue with the news coverage. Media speculation heavily favored the idea of the Leafs replacing Babcock with Joel Quenneville. This was partly because Quenneville was nearing the end of his contract with the Chicago Blackhawks and had recently won the Stanley Cup, making him a highly sought-after coach. In hindsight, the Leafs might be content with not hiring Quenneville. Even if they had no knowledge of the Kyle Beach situation, Quenneville would not have represented a significantly different choice from Babcock. Babcock had a reputation for being overly demanding of his players, with strict rules and extra work, which made him quite unpopular among the team. Clearly, the Leafs needed to make a complete shift and hire a coach with the opposite approach. It didn't hurt that Keefe and Dubas were friends with intertwined careers. Sheldon Keefe's resume included his achievements with the Toronto Marlies, the Toronto Maple Leafs AHL affiliate where he coached from 2015 to 2019. His impressive record with the Marlies spoke for itself. He coached 303 games, securing 188 wins, accumulating 408 points with the club, and maintaining a positive relationship with the players, who saw him as a respected role model for the organization. As a highly regarded coach, general manager Kyle Dubas believed it was necessary to choose Sheldon Keefe as head coach due to these attributes associated with his resume and his vision behind the bench for the Toronto Maple Leafs players. From the start, forwards such as Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, and John Tavares appreciated Keefe's coaching style and work ethic. Additionally, players like Zach Hyman and William Nylander were already familiar with his leadership from their time in the AHL. Sheldon Keefe is known for his offensive coaching prowess, effectively utilizing his forwards and capitalizing on defensive setups. He achieved much of his winning record with the available roster. Sheldon Keefe's coaching record with the Toronto Maple Leafs stands at 166 wins, 71 losses, and 30 overtime victories. This reflects his ability to lead the Toronto Maple Leafs and the organization as a whole. Current Toronto Maple Leafs general manager Brad Treliving has witnessed Keefe's coaching potential firsthand and supports the decision to extend the coach's contract for another 2 years as Keefe was entering the final year of his previous contract. Sheldon Keefe's vision and passion have elevated him to the status of a top NHL coach and a highly regarded figure in the world of hockey, resonating well with players and those involved in the game. What's up, fans? What's your take on this news? Are you in agreement with it, or do you have an opposite view? Don't hesitate to share your opinion in the comments below. This contributes significantly to our beloved team being aware of your points of view. Stay tuned as I will return with more news at any moment.